Hello, everyone. So, over the last few years, I have been studying and learning a lot about how the brain functions, neuroplasticity, trauma healing, and reactivity. And learning about those things, I have been noticing how many connections there are between reactive dogs, aggression, and reactive people and aggression in humans, and how we choose to deal with when our animals are being reactive, and how that highlights how we show up in the rest of our world, how we have been raised, our past experiences, our past traumas, our choices every day to choose ways to communicate and work with something that either promotes empathy and understanding or promotes fear and dominance. So I thought it was really interesting as I'm seeing this whole battle between aversive type training methods and positive reinforcement training, and which is better and which you should use and which you shouldn't use. And I have my opinions on it, which I'm not going to go into on this one, because on this one, I want it to be more of a self-reflective type of prompt. So when you are looking at your animal and the way they are reacting to you, and you're looking at how you are choosing to train, it's an interesting exercise to ask yourself why. Why did you react that way? What are you feeling internally when your dog does something or your horse does something? What are the reasons behind that? Are you afraid of how people will think of you? Are you afraid of what's going to happen if your dog or horse gets away from you? Are you seeing what's behind the behavior and the need that's being addressed? Are you taking the time to understand it fully, or are you just reacting to the symptom of the need? And when you're choosing ways to train this or work with it, are you choosing food, reward, comfort type of methods? Or are you choosing prong collars, shock collars, and other things that shut down the symptom rather than looking at what's under it before shutting it down? So I just thought it was really interesting. This is something I've been thinking about and talking about a lot, between the connections of all of these things. And one thing I will tell you is that the core foundation of all reactivity and aggression is fear on some level. And it's something that you may know, you may not know, and it may sound stupid to some that a dog or a person who is attacking is operating from a place of fear, until you start to dig underneath it and see what it is that is causing that behavior. If it's a person, it might be a fear of being judged. It might be a fear of being harmed. It might be a whole lot of things that cause them to react in an aggressive way to provide protection for themselves. And that is the same exact thing that's happening in dogs when they react aggressively. It's an uncertainty. I don't know what's going to happen, so I am going to react this way to make sure that I control the situation, I control whatever is coming at me and scare them away. So it's just a really interesting thing, something I think about a lot, and figured I would start a conversation of what you think and what you see and what you think your animal is telling you about what is happening in your life and in your relationships and how you're showing up in a lot of different ways. So let me know below what you find. Is it something you like? Is it something you don't? The other really nice thing about this is that when your animals are showing you these things, if it's something you don't like the way you're showing up or what you're seeing reflected back to you by your animal, it is something that you have the choice and the ability to change. And your animal will happily work with you to allow you to get to the place where you can be the person that you want to be, reflected back to you by your animals. And if you need help with that, this is something that I specialize in and love to work with people on. So please reach out. I do coaching and would be happy to help you translate more of what your animals are telling you about what's going on in your life and how to use that information to align your life in a way that gives you more peace and more joy for both you and the animals and other people that you love in it. So I'll talk to you soon.